Cooper, Theo Cooper for short, but you can. I'm terrible at this.
Call me bitches.
What's going on, everybody? Let's get the day started. Let me see those locations in the chat. I need two things. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Theo Cooper for short. Oh, here we go. Always got that echo. I'm terrible at this.
Call me bitches.
What's going on, everybody? Let's always have the echo in the beginning. Put one in the chat if you guys can hear me, and then let me see those locations, y'all. Let's get it. We got in the chat. I see y'all down there. Juice, what's good, bro? That's El Paso, Texas in the building. Let me know if you guys can hear me. It's Friday. Let's go. DoBetterSquad, we in here. 30,000 deep. I'm going to air horn myself again. Shout out to the DoBetterSquad. Y'all give me energy in the morning. Before it is, I'll be like, another day. Shout out to the squad. We in here.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
The streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get the money. Bitch, give me what you got.
I love that. Yeah. Shout out to Daniel. What's good, bro?
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Or should I say, how's it going, bro? London in the building. UK always showing me love, holding me down. Good to see y'all. Okay, y'all can hear me. Let's go.
You can hear the cholesterol in her voice.
Call me bitches.
City boy, city boy,
This for you, Juice.
city boy, city boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have some bars one day. Yeah. Mona D, what up, though? Holding it down like always.
Turbulence, people.
DoBetterSquad. It's Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. It's good to see y'all. Let's see who we all got in the building. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? You got Smoking Talk here. He representing Baltimore. Sean Taylor. What's going on? Sean Taylor says, holding it down in South Carolina. Shout out to you, Sean. Appreciate you being in here. Elaine says, good morning, Theo. Congrats again on achieving 30,000 subscribers yesterday over such a short period of time. Well done, Theodore. Have a blessed day. Appreciate you, Elaine.
Top of the morning, governor. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
Everybody out in the UK, appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys, if you're rocking with me, you should definitely be subbed to Mona. We need to get her to 1,000 subs. Let's make sure we do that. What's going on, everybody? Juice, Daniel, you guys can hear me?
Top
you
of
guys
the morning,
can hear
governor.
me?
That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
The homie D. Samuel, good to have you. D. Samuel, hold me down as always. Let's see. Darius says, what's good, bro? I'm good, Darius, man. Hope everything is going well with you guys. It's Monday. It's early Friday morning, and the weekend is upon us. So that's always a good deal. What's going on? We got, what's that, Metal Jake? Metal Jake, what's good with you, bro? I am relaxing, kicking it with you guys on an early Friday morning. The Wise Up Show. Good morning, Theo, buddy. I'm good, sir. How you doing this morning? Hope everything is doing well out there in Jersey. All right, guys. So we have a Just Pearly clip. Here's the deal. So usually what I do the night before a video, something comes out, I want to react to it, I get it, downloaded it, edit, cut the fat pretty much, cut out what we don't need to see. But unfortunately, this is a video that Pearly just debuted yesterday, and it's about 3.5 hour video. And I was unable to download it. I couldn't download the video last night. I was editing the video that I'm premiering at noon today. In a few hours, while trying to download and edit that video, but I couldn't download it. I literally just got it downloaded right before we started. That's why I pushed the start time out about 5 minutes, because I want to make sure I get the video down. I can stream it online, but I just prefer, and that's just for my preference for anybody who makes content, I just prefer to have the video downloaded onto my hard drive. That's just, I think this is a little bit better than trying to stream it online. But anyway, got the video. Oh yeah, no doubt, Mona. Got the video, and we'll get to it. And then the only thing that I have to say, appreciate all the love, hit them 30,000 K subs. And then also, we didn't get one yesterday. I low-key want to be salty, but I won't, man. I won't. One channel member. I should say two after not getting one yesterday. Before the stream over, we need to get one new channel member. If we don't, I'm not streaming no more again. This is it, baby. It's a wrap, B. So let's get the video started. Right before we do, we got Robert Eliza. Shout out to homie, man. I think I said this story once, or maybe I was planning on saying it, but I'll say this right before we get to the video. So one day I was going live. I was doing a noon live a few weeks ago. I was doing a normal, noon show. When I got done with my noon show, I, saw that the homie Thon and the Black Light Podcast, he had went live at the same time. So I was part of the replay gang. So we pretty much streamed at the same time. So when his stream was going, I get a random shout out for Thon. Thon, like, he's reading a super chat and he's like, "Hey man, appreciate the super chat said, hey man, appreciate the show and putting me on to the Do Better podcast. You and him are both killing it." And I was in the other room listening, like, who just gave me a random shout out? Because I wasn't even in the stream. Like, people give me shout outs, but you're usually in the stream while it happens. And I wasn't even in the stream at the time. And so I replayed in the song. I was like, this the homie Rob, man. So Rob has been rocking with me ever since then, man. So I've always thought that was dope. So whenever I see his name, I'm definitely gonna give him a shout out. Mona says, Theo, you've done well with your first week on your morning show. I think this is a great fit for you. Appreciate it, Mona. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's not me trying to brag or anything. I've gotten a few more expected viewers than I initially thought. So I'm going to keep rocking with the morning shows. I'll tell you guys this. I'm going to keep rocking with the morning shows until we get a big enough audience, and then I'm going to move it to noon permanently. So I probably should have said it before I started the early morning show. It's going to be a temporary thing, not like, for next week, maybe a couple months, but further on down the line, that's the future plans to eventually move it to noon once I get, a good following. But yeah, I didn't expect this many people to be rocking with me early in the morning. I figured y'all be asleep, having more important things to do, or more importantly, better podcasters to listen to. So I appreciate all you guys. We're going to get to the first video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share the channel, and yeah, man, let's get to it. Let's see here. Excuse me. I have a bad habit of clearing my throat. I've been doing like that. I've been like that for years. And I got to get out of doing it in the mic. Still working on my craft, guys. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. Okay, what is it? Oh, I think I know what it is. Give me 1 second, guys. This thing's being a little goofy. Let me undock this. Give me 1 second, guys. I wasn't able to. That video. All right, here we go. Yeah. So Pearly is talking to a group of women. As I said, the video was about 3.5 hours long. Due to me not being able to download it last night, I kind of just had to get in where I could fit in. So it's about an hour and a half. Or maybe more closer to 2 hours into the interview. But I thought this was pretty good. She was talking to a group of women. I don't have all the details because I didn't see the beginning of the video due to that inability to download. So we're just going to kind of start off in the middle. But there's one girl in particular that Pearl is talking to, and she just thinks she's the exception to the rule. And no matter what Pearl says, she just says, yeah, but that's what I should have titled the video. Yeah, but, because that's all we're going to hear from this woman. Let's get to it.
Modern women tend to be selfish because they pick a lifestyle over a family.
Yeah. You're right.
They would rather have a certain quality of living rather than multiple children.
Well,
I just think women are waking up a little bit. I personally feel like women are waking up and smelling the coffee and realizing we want more.
I'm going to move that check. Give me 1 second.
I think we're being brainwashed to believe that we should be that way.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't think so. Like, for example, I look at my parents' marriage, for example, and I see so many flaws in that marriage. And I look at my mum, even till this day now, my dad passed away 3 years ago, and I look at my mum and she still complains about the things that my dad did not do in that marriage, even till this day now.
How long were they married?
Oh God, like 30 years.
Oh, thank you, Erin.
That doesn't even exist now. Like, it's so rare.
But I look at
least
that.
you're still stuck together.
Yeah, but I look at that and I think to myself, you know what? I don't want that life.
It's because
I don't want to be with a man.
My mum does the same thing. She makes me believe that I deserve better. Like, you get your career.
But there
because
is
the new modern
wrong.
Society.
There is nothing wrong with wanting a better life for yourself.
I agree. I completely agree. I completely agree.
There's nothing wrong with wanting it, but can you get it?
Yeah.
You can get it. You can.
If that's true, then you'd have it. Like, women would have it.
Yeah.
In general, 50% of women wouldn't be going on the path of being single and childless in the future, like by 2030. Like they wouldn't be on that path if they could all get it. And so a lot of times, like especially on like TikTok and shit, I see all these girls that are like, raise your standards, like da 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 da. And it's just like, yeah, but a lot of those girls aren't going to get what you're saying. Most girls.
How do you know that though?
I think it's a mindset thing.
Because what percent of women get to be housewives? 1 in 5. That means 4 don't.
I think it's
so the majority of women aren't going to get that.
Shout out to Diane Cooper. She just subscribed to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Do Better Squad. We already at a 30,100, man. We growing. Jay Gray says, yeah, but modern women. Facts, man. But it gets worse. It gets worse.
But
it's the one that Pearl is sitting next to.
Doesn't just mean that they want to be housewives. Maybe they just want to live.
She's a bit delusional too, but it's the one that's sitting right next to Pearl.
Life, and it's not about marrying.
Sheila, I see you. What's good?
It's about marrying a man with a provider mentality.
The average salary is $41,000 a year, and you guys even said yourself, like how many people here wanted to pay 20% or less of the bill? But what percent of us are in the top 20% of women? And so the men are looking up and asking, what do they get out of it? They don't get purity. They don't get youth. Or none of us are virgins anymore. And they get in the UK, they get a 31-year-old wife. So she's on the brink of geriatric pregnancy. Why on earth would they have a provider mindset for a non-traditional wife?
Facts. I want to read this comment from Daniel. Daniel says the woman in the corner is a kickboxer and is the logical one there. Facts. And I was going to get to her. I think she's over on the side opposed to the other 3 or 4 ladies on the couch. But yeah, absolutely. She seemed like, I want to see her on again, Daniel. She seemed very, very logical. It's extremely rare. So, we get those jewels. Just like the ladies in the chat. What's going on, Janesta, Mona, Sheila, Elaine? We have some logical women over here. They need more of that over on Pearly. But yeah, you're right. This woman was exceptional from the short segments that I see with her. Definitely need to get her back. Shout out, bruv. Have a bloody good show.
I mean,
I'll stop now. I'll stop.
I mean, I mean, what I would say to that is there's like, 7 billion men out there. I'm sure you can find the man that you want.
The man that you,
and I encourage women to stand up for what they want.
I see you, D. Scott.
Nice, but do you have it?
Yeah, but that's, you might not have it.
Yeah, but
where
then
you
if
are
you
now
don't,
isn't where you're always going to be. So I do believe that
her right here. This is the delusional one.
You can get it.
You can just get it, but can you maintain it?
It's got to be realistic, though. Which is what you said in the beginning. Like people are so delusional. Like you've got to keep it realistic.
I feel like it's all depends
Monica,
on
how you doing?
View life. Like you said, you're
see you in a while.
You view life in a certain way. You like to live a certain way.
No. It's dependent on outcomes.
Yes.
So what do you get?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
So okay, if you want a traditional outcome, like I'd first ask, are you a traditional woman? Yeah. And what outcome will you get? What outcome have you gotten in the past? If you've never gotten that outcome in the past, why would you get it in the future by just raising your standards?
No, because I feel like where you are now doesn't mean this is where you're always going to be.
Yeah,
I realize I know that your mindset matters. So whatever if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to get it done. I don't care what she says. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Right, but this is okay. So if I'm applying for a CEO job and they say, okay, what CEOs have you worked for before?
But did you know
they say, I've worked minimum wage at McDonald's, but I really want the CEO.
But
we can talk about that we want it, but it doesn't mean you're going to get it.
But there's been probably situations where that's happened.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
That's not even an appropriate button. You're a dumbass. Something like that. The fact that she just broke this down and Pearl just made that so simple and logical, saying that if I'm applying for a CEO position, I need to have previous, if not CEO, close to being under a CEO. That's just kind of how it works. Yes, but she's talking about the extreme rarities, like people hitting the lottery or getting struck by lightning. It happens, but it's not the numbers. The math isn't math, and the numbers don't back it up. Shout out to Cujo 340. I think Virgin Islands. Shout out to the Virgin Islands. I think I'm right on that. I'll be trying to remember everybody's. Mona says, Theo, not sure if you know, but Maggie, the substitute teacher, is going on Pearl Show next month. I saw one of her community posts. That's so dope. Maggie be all over the place. Her channel is going to blow up. That's what's up. I just pop into Maggie's show from time to time, show a little love. I'm not really into cooking like that, but she just seems like a very sweet woman. So that is awesome. Daniel said something. I saw a chat from Daniel I wanted to grab. She was on King Richard's show. I apologize. This chat be moving kind of fast, and I'm still getting used to it. Daniel, if you could I'll say if you could drop that comment again, I'll try to grab it. But yeah, this is awesome. Morning live stream. Oh yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Always argue the exception. Facts, Arian. Facts, man. They always want to do that, man. And it seems like that's the thing. Like universally, women have a way. That's one thing I've figured out. Watch enough of this content, making content, is that women have a specific way they argue. It seems like they all argue the same way on content and in real life. Because I've taken some of these tactics I learned and used it with women, I know in real life, and it's always there, man.
By chance and by going for it.
Right, and people win the lottery, and it happens. But I'm not going to go and give general advice and say, oh, that's going to happen for most people.
Facts.
The perfect example is Tyler Perry.
It's not going to happen for most people, but you just got to want it. That's what I believe. I don't believe that, or totally agree with what you're saying, but I do believe that once you have the mindset and you desire something, I said I'm not in the 20%. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to be one day. Maybe I want to be, and maybe I will be. That's all my mindset and what I choose to do.
You can't be in the 20% with a kid.
Facts. Oh, we got a super chat here. Let me grab this and get right back to it. Shout out to the homie Cujo 340, Virgin Islands for show. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Let's get back to the video. Appreciate the super chat, Cujo.
Who says that?
It's men.
Why can't I be in the 20%?
And I'm sorry. It's not.
No, sorry.
I agree. I'm a mom, yeah.
I'm a mom. Can I finish talking?
Go on.
And nobody can limit me. No one can limit me.
Yes.
There's no limitation. So if I want to be in the 20% and I believe I'm going to be in the 20% with my 6-year-old, I am going to be in it. That's because that's my mindset and that's how I think.
But you have to ask the top 20% of men what they want.
But that's fine.
And I'm telling you, I've interviewed these men. I've spoken to this men.
Yeah, but that's
fine. They don't want single mothers typically.
But typically they don't want. But I'm sure there's a small percentage that will.
And you'll find that percentage.
Sierras exist, but they look like Sierra and they have Sierra outcomes.
Yeah.
Facts.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Rod the God. Ace time. What it do? I see you in the chat, bro. D. Samuel says, feelings over facts, and she doesn't generalize. She goes on a rare what-if syndrome. Man, how is this hard to understand? I would like to hear it from the ladies. I don't know. Well, you guys have probably noticed, because I know we have a lot of ladies in the chat, and I appreciate you guys. So I love to hear from a female perspective on this. Why is it that a lot of women, of course not all, because I know the ladies in my chat don't, why do a lot of women, what the hell, I see you, bro. What up, though? Shout out to all my Detroit viewers. Why do women like to argue this way? They like to argue the exception versus the rule. There's a 99% chance that I get on the road today, go out here and do what I have to do and make it back home. There's also a chance I can get struck by a bolt of lightning before I back out of my driveway. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? No. Probability versus possibility. Shout out to the late, great Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace to the Godfather.
The cholesterol in her voice.
Wrong button, but it still worked. Back to it.
They're exceptions. They're not the rule.
That's fine.
I
know
see
I'm
you,
not
bro.
Sierra. I'm Janae Simone. So whatever Janae Simone wants, if she's going to put her mind to it, she's going to get it. So you might not, the percent or the statistics may go against me, but I know who I am and I know what I want.
Facts. Sorry to stop it again. Sheila says, I'm going to manifest a bunch of unicorn and Care Bears in $1 million. Back to it, y'all.
So yes,
I can rant on manifestation all day.
I was a teenage mom, but that doesn't define me.
She's teenage mom, red flag on the play. Teenage mom on top of this. But she gonna pull a top 20% man. Ma'am, if you don't.
Stop the cap. Why you always lying?
That's who I am. Who I was when I was 18.
I'm not saying it defines you.
No,
I'm saying, but it influences your outcomes.
It influences my outcomes, but it doesn't 100% factual that that's going to be my outcome.
Yeah.
Statistics can say whatever, but from what I believe and where I come from and what I know and what I've seen,
I see you, Randall.
What I want, I will get. If I want to be a housewife, I'll be a housewife. If I don't want to be,
do you think it's wise to tell single mothers that they're going to typically be in the top 20%?
I think it's wise to tell single mothers that if you believe.
Sorry. Do you think that's honest?
No.
To be honest with you, I don't think that is honest. It's not about honest. It's about letting people know if you believe something and you're going to work towards it.
It's very unrealistic.
No, but it's not unrealistic. It depends.
It is unrealistic in terms of statistics, and I understand you want to be an exception to the rule.
This is the kickboxer I think Daniel was talking about.
It's not about being an exception.
It's she 100% is unrealistic. And for her to say it's not about being honest, that tells you exactly where we at. Shout out to the homie Randall. He says, what's up, chat? And it just made me realize it's right there when I saw this chat. Randall's been rocking with the channel since the very beginning, before I had 1,000 subs. And that's all I see from Randall. Randall pop in every now and then, say, what up, chat? Then go back to what are you doing, man? I rock with you, Randall. I literally just noticed that right now in the stream. But a couple of ladies chimed in. Mona says they argue deception because they live in La La Land. Facts. Sheila says, because they don't want to accept reality, Theo. See, facts. See, that's why I would like to hear straight from y'all mouth. And I think Dale said something as well. The world is there to pick them up when reality hits. Facts. Facts, man. It's just insane. What's going on, Backus? I see you. Eric, it says her car is filled with caps. Let's get back to it.
It's not about trying to be like.
No, you're unique in your circumstances. And you believe you can obtain that.
It's just who I am. It's not. I don't want to.
Yeah, but you're not everybody. You're speaking from not statistical. Like it's very unrealistic.
Why? So what? I'm gonna say to someone, you're gonna be a statistic.
No, I agree. I get your point of view. I get your point of view, but it's to tell at large single mothers they've got a chance of being.
I'm not going to
Project Leroy, I see you, bro.
That was the question, though. So I think that's unrealistic.
So do you think?
No, but even to say to I don't think it's unrealistic.
I don't think it's unrealistic.
I don't think so.
But I'm not going to look at someone.
Factually, is that not a fact that?
Because I'm not going to look at someone. I don't care what situation you're in now. You can be homeless, poor, broke. I'm not going to look at you and tell you your statistics have said you're going to still be homeless.
Yeah. I agree.
It doesn't. I didn't say you.
No, I didn't say you said that.
I'm not saying that every single mother is going to die alone.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if they expect to get with the top 20% of men, they might.
Yeah.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Pearl just clobbered them over the head with logic. Shout out to, we got a, let me see this guy here. Striped collar. He says, good morning, Brother Coop. Divorced 45-year-old mech engineer here and new to your channel. Shout out to you, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate having you, man. Welcome to the Do Better Squad. And the funny thing about this is Striped Collar is not the only engineer. I know D. Samuel said he's an engineer in the past. I think Joel. We got a few engineers here. It's cool, man. The Do Better Squad is not full. The crowd isn't full of a bunch of dummies. That's always good. Let's get back to it. Appreciate having you, bro.
Because they're holding out for men that typically don't want them. Top 20%.
Yeah.
I don't even think I deserve the top 20% of men. Like that's.
It's about knowing what you think you deserve.
That's saying you're an 8 out of 10 or
Facts,
higher.
Sheila.
I mean.
But then, like you said before, men don't really. You're saying they don't look at their parents 8 out of 10, so that wouldn't really matter in hindsight. You're saying that they don't look at a parent.
No. It starts with looks.
Okay, but
I'm
my
saying they
point
don't
of
like
view.
lip fillers.
Oh. Okay. Well, my point of view is that I would never look at somebody and say because of where you are today, or what you have today, or what you've got, you're not going to be able to get something.
I would say because of choices that you've made, it is unlikely that you will be in that position.
But that's your opinion.
It's not an opinion. It's looking at outcomes.
It's looking at outcomes, but then there's many outcomes that I can change. I can change. I'm not going to be the same single mother in 5 years. But I don't believe that, and I'm not going to.
But you can't change what men value.
Exactly.
I can find someone that doesn't agree with that.
And typically that's not going to be the top 20% of men.
That's typically by statistics. It's not going to be 100%.
That God has for you.
And I had to stop it again right there. She says, yes, she's arguing against the statistics. When you argue against math, that's kind of when Theo wants to close his ears. I like to think that I'm an open-minded individual. I like to take in information, even if it's not information that I actually believe is accurate. I can still at least take it in and then chew the meat, spit out the bones. But the fact that these women get on these shows and say, well, it's not 100%, and I see that so much during my Kevin Samuels reaction. That's why I had to pause for the cause. And I always say this, what in life is 100%? Besides death and taxes, nothing is 100% in life. Nothing. There's not 100% chance that if you start a podcast, it will be successful. There's not 100% chance that you venture off into some new type of endeavor that it will succeed. Nothing in life is guaranteed. So why is it that women think that exceptions will be any different than, a relationship will be any different than everything else in life? Nothing is 100%. Nothing. I don't know. I just don't like that logic. Mona D says she's like the woman we discussed on my show. She believes she can throw her box around, have a selfish and fairy tale mentality, create unnecessary baggage, and that men are supposed to accept their mess. Facts. And it's going to get into, Pearl is going to get into it with them about the selfishness, because that gets brought up as well. And then one more thing I want to get to, I don't know where it's at because I was unable to really edit this down like I would like, but one of these women is going to mention her boyfriend cheating on her in the threesome. Like he cheated on her right in front of her eyes. But once she explained the story, he's just looking at it like, are you kidding me? Let's get back to it. Hit that like button.
Exactly. 100%.
And miracles happen, but it's not the rule.
It's not the rule, but who said we don't always have to go by rules?
I think it's dishonest to say that it's likely that single mothers are going to get at the top 20%.
It's not dishonest because it's been happen. It happens. It happens. It's not dishonest. I'm letting people know that what you desire is achievable. It's achievable. I'm not going to sit and tell someone because statistics says that you're not going to find someone in 20%. You're not.
But this is why like women like prefer to be lied to. Because that's a lie.
Yeah. It's not a lie. It's literally not being put in a box.
Let me. Okay. Blessing. Do men typically want single mothers?
No.
See, that's what. Well,
but that's you blessing.
Do you know what it is? That's blessing.
And see, I'm sorry, I had to stop it again. That annoys me when they ask a man, because these women they don't give a shit, really. Mona just said it. We're going to get into it in a second about the selfish mentality. They really don't give a shit. But that's what amazes me. Pearl just says, you know what? Okay, we're all women here. Let's ask the man in here. He's like, no. Well, no, that's what he wants. Women always try to tell men what we want. It's like when I always talk against the weaves, the wigs, the extensions. I hate all that shit. Hope your goddamn your weave woman get hit. Or she get executed. Hope your weave store burned down. I hate that shit. But whenever I mention it in the video, you have ladies come in there and say, "Oh, men like this shit." You just heard it straight from a man's mouth. No, do I speak for every man? Of course I don't. But I can speak about the vast majority of men because I've been a man my whole life. The vast majority of men don't like these weave queens. And someone else, you guys were talking about Tia Mowry as well. Shout out to you, Dave. I see you in the chat. Make sure you guys sub to that dude named Dave. He's a real good dude. A lot of these women, I'll see somebody chat. It just threw me off. But you guys were talking about Tia Mowry as well. That shit was crazy. I seen Sheila put a comment about how, and Mona, she's never get that same husband again. And then she's on social media tweeting about how she'll find love again. Bitch, you walked away from it. You had a husband and couldn't explain why you walked away because of your happiness. It all boils down to, in my opinion, the selfishness of a lot of these modern day women. Back to it.
I've been a couple people as individuals.
Wait, for example, I've been. Do you know what as well? It also depends on what type of single mother you are.
No.
Can I finish?
Sorry, go on.
So I'm a single mother. Yes, I am. I was with my daughter's dad for 7 years. That was it. One partner before him, then my daughter's dad. That's it.
Facts,
I'm
right, Colin.
what's the word? How do I explain it? It's not hard for me to find someone, but I'm selective, which I am allowed to be. But that's because I want to get married. I do not rule out someone like me meeting someone that's going to value them because they don't have a child.
I didn't say you wouldn't find someone
but I'm
who
just
values
saying,
you. I said the top 20% of men is probably unrealistic.
However,
and it doesn't. All men feel this way.
Facts.
About any kid. Because biologically, they don't have a biological incentive to do so.
Okay, but just to let you, I just think that's impossible.
Can you say back what I said?
What did you say?
Men don't have a biological imperative to raise other people's kids.
I've seen it happen many times.
Wait. Their goal is to pass on their genes.
Yeah, but I've seen it happen many times.
Okay. Their goal is to pass on their genes.
Yeah, but that's statistically right.
Wait. Okay, their goal is to pass on their genes.
Yeah.
And so marrying a single mother, they're putting their resources, their time, and their energy into a kid that's not theirs.
Okay.
And legally, they have no rights to.
Okay.
So they could raise a kid for 10 years. You could change your mind tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm not feeling this anymore, and take the kid they raised for 10 years.
But it happens.
So wait, and miracles happen, but it's not the rule.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that a miracle. That's not a miracle.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Where women, it's not the same, because if a guy has a kid, that's like signals other women want him, and so that's a sign of pre-selection. So back in the jungle or whatever, if I saw a guy with a kid that said, "Hey, she picked him." And he could take care of that kid, so I should pick him too. So
Hurricane, I see you, bro.
The same way.
Yeah.
Facts, man. Facts. Let's see what we got here. Daniel says natural, hands down. Facts. Bakuza says, man, I just started drinking. He said, man, I just started drinking. How I got a headache already listening to her. Facts, man. What's going on? She's looking at it from a woman's eyes, not a man's. Why didn't she marry her baby's daddy? Facts. And she said that she was a teenage mom, man. That's red flag. I said this on one of my very first videos, and it's funny because I stumbled across it recently. Dave talked about this, and Dave put me on game, and it sure enough happened to me when my channel started to blow up last month. The algorithm pushed all my old videos out, so videos that I had 1,000 views, 800 views. I have multiple videos with like 50, 60,000 views now. And that's one of the comments I made on my very first video. And then people just thought it was funny, is I said, teenage mothers a huge red flag because you've been making bad decisions since you was old enough to make any decision whatsoever. Back to it.
But I don't agree. I know that there is men out there that will take me on and marry me with my one child. And there's men out there that will take on... Can I finish? There's men out there that will take on a woman with 6 children and marry them.
There's always going to be somebody.
But
always.
But no, the type of man that I want.
It's not typically the top 20% of men.
Yeah, but that's typically. You're talking about realistically. If I've set myself something, I know I'm going to get it. So you might say I'm delusional. No one's going to want one.
I don't think you're delusional. I don't think you're delusional.
No, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying other people might think that, oh, you're delusional.
I don't think you're delusional.
No, but I'm just trying to say other people may see that. Or who wants, because I've heard it many times, who wants somebody with a child? Nobody wants that. But in reality, they do.
No,
and
they don't.
It doesn't happen. It does happen.
Floor zero.
Maybe that's what you think, but I agree, they do.
Because it's a headache of your ex-partner.
I believe you could actually like sit men down and I'd say no, that the majority of them.
I don't agree. I've seen
that's delusional because you're in denial of the truth because that is the truth.
So you believe that
I believe you can find a man in the top 20% and you'd be an exceptionally rare case. But if you sat 10 men down here, majority, if not all of them, would say they don't want to raise someone else's child.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that's true. But from my own experiences, I
know people that have raised other people's children and I don't believe they love them in the same way.
I'm a stepchild, however, it's the opposite way. My dad married, so I've seen it, but it's from a woman's point of view. And I've also seen people take on other people's children and they're man. And
it does happen, but are you raised by a man in the top 20% is what she's saying? It's like you're not getting the top 20%, you're going to be an exceptionally rare case.
And that's the biggest point of this conversation. She's saying that she can still get a man. And no one's saying that. I'm not saying that. That dude named Dave's not saying that. Smoking Talk is not saying that. Well, I can't speak for Smoking Talk. But we're not saying that because you're a single mom, you can't find anybody. No, that's not the case whatsoever. There's so many thirsty dudes, so many simp dudes out here. And there's other regular dudes who they are willing to take on another man's responsibility. The issue is, I'm going to look at the camera here. The issue is that they want to guide us in the top 20% instead of just a regular everyday dude when they're a regular everyday woman themselves. Mona D says the wig brigade in my family tried to clown me for wearing curly natural hair. Meanwhile, they have no husband. Facts, Mona. And I've heard women say that as well about women giving them shit about wearing their hair natural. I've never seen it myself, and I'm waiting for the day. Theo Coop is going to cuss a bitch out. I am waiting on the day that someone tells me that. My ex-girlfriend, she had long locks, and she would tell me about how mostly white people would like be wanting to stop her and like touch her hair and shit. And she was like, Theo, don't chill. I'm like, that shit irritated the fuck out of me, man. Like, it is so crazy. But yeah, Theo Coop, let me look at this. I need to move this. Let me look at this goddamn camera. Fuck your weave. Fuck your wig, your extension, your fake eyelashes. You got on a pound of makeup. Fuck all that shit. Grow the hair that comes out of your head. It's not asking a lot, man. I don't think that's a extremely, laborious ask. Shout out to that dude named Dave, man. We got a super chat. Hold on 1 second here. Let me grab this chat from Dave here. Shout out to Dave, man. Dave's a real good dude. Always giving me guidance when I first started my channel. For the plate to pass around. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Chicago. Let's get back to it.
Well,
fuck them wigs. Back to it again.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not doubting like what you're saying. You believe in yourself. You believe you can get it. You can get it. But you're going to be in a rare case if it happens.
Everyone rate themselves 1 to 10.
Can't use 7, right?
Yeah. 1 to 10. Go around.
Can't use 7.
I'll start. I think I'm a 5.
Why?
Before they get started, look, I don't know what's going on. It's Friday. Y'all chilling. Y'all like, oh, man, Theo, I just woke up. All right. I'm showing 88 people on the stream right now and 42 likes. Come on, y'all. Hit that goddamn like button. I'll wait. So how's your guys' weekend going? I'm a rant until you guys hit the like button. You got to get that up a little bit, guys. Don't be like that. I don't ask for much. I don't have you got to have 50 donations. I don't have that. Hit the goddamn like button. That's what Jesus would do. He probably wouldn't say goddamn, though, now I think about it, but that's what Theo would do. Back to it. Hit that goddamn like button.
5, 6.
6. Okay.
It's very common for females to say 7. That's why.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Facts, dude.
I didn't know
Why?
that.
Why? Like, is that 7 a sexy
She's
number?
right. That's usually everyone thinks they're 7, typically. So it's like 8 is your model, 6 is you're cute. 7's in between. So most people think they're 7s. Okay, but you said 6.
I can't wait to see it, Mona.
Oh, 5. Okay.
You think you're 5?
Okay, 6.
Guys, I think I'm a 10. I'm joking.
Wait,
I see you, Darth.
So are you joking or are you serious?
I'm serious.
You think you're 10?
Yeah.
What celebrity would you put as a 10? What other one?
You good, Metal? Appreciate you.
I don't really care for celebrities.
See?
Who would I put as a 10? Oh, Sana Lathan.
So you have the same looks as her.
She
I
said,
don't think looks.
Like rating 1 to 10.
Oh, is that what we're rating for? I was thinking about my whole.
hold up for a second.
Stop the cap. Why you always lying?
Damn it, take my glasses off. What am I looking at here? Talk about she a 10. If you don't stop the cap, hold on, we got a super chat here. Let me grab that for a second. Let's see what we got here. Shout out to the homie RTB Fit, watching your boy from Japan. RTB says, keep passing the plate around and get a B selection from the choir. This man appreciate you, RTB Fit. Appreciate you, man. I swear, I should do a stream one day. No video reaction. I might do it tomorrow. No video reaction. I'm just talking about weave. And I'm just giving my unfiltered hatred. I might get banned on YouTube. I haven't even got as much as one YouTube strike. I haven't even got one of them yet. I might throw my whole account away on one video. Just going in on them those wig wears. I hate that shit. When they talk about women say things like that disqualify men, or like women don't notice 80% of men, they cannot notice my ass fine. Because if you weaved up, I don't notice your ass at all. It's like you're like a walking blur. I'm like, okay, somebody's there, but she's wearing a wig and I don't give a fuck. I don't wish bad things to happen to you, but I would like you to get your day to be slowed down a little bit, aggravated by something. My bad. I got some more super chats. Y'all showing your boy love. Appreciate you, Sheila. Appreciate Sheila with the super chat. Let me bring it on the screen here. There we go. Sheila sent the $4.99. Appreciate you, Sheila. Been rocking with your boy for a while. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, did it come over twice? Oh, you know what? We back at it. We won't let it stop us. Please play crazy music like Kevin Samuels did. You know what? I got to. I got to get something. Oh, yeah. This is the only one I think I got.
Streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
You know what, Mona? Maybe we could link up and do like a co-stream or something like that. I just want to go in. I hate that shit, man. And one of the things, we gonna get back to the video because I will rant forever about this. But one of the things I hate is that it seems that it's more acceptable or it's more mainstream. I'll be 40 this year. When I was a kid, I know it's some people younger, and I know it's also some people older, but when I was a kid, and to the older folks, guys are older than me, let me know. I remember, because you remember what you want to remember, or you may remember things a certain way, but it wasn't really like that. So I would like to get other people's opinion. But when I was a kid growing up in the 90s, and girls would have fake hair, we would laugh at them. It was laughable. It's like, ha. But now that seems like that's the majority. And also, you talking to a dude that's in a city that's 80% black. I'm not some dude who don't see black people that often. All my neighbors are black. Let's get back to it. All right.
Even if it's your whole self, you don't think there's any room for improvement?
Of course,
perfect.
Of course I think there's room for improvement, but I feel
Facts,
like I love
Clovis.
myself
Shout out to
100%
you.
every stage that I'm at. So that's why I always call myself a 10, even though I can improve. That makes sense.
9.5 then. 9.5.
I got you,
What
Mona.
about in the eyes of men? What do you
9.5.
think they generally speaking, typically the
Okay,
majority
cool.
of men would rate you?
Maybe majority of men. Majority of men is not my type. 6, maybe.
Okay.
They can't answer a simple question with the question. I had to stop this for Jay Gray. We got a new sub. I cannot read that. Appreciate it too. You got to keep it moving. Jay says, in the worlds of Silky Johnson, I hope everything bad in the world happens to you and you only. Facts, bro. Facts, man. That's exactly how I feel whenever I see a woman that's weaved up and all that kind of shit. I don't wish harm on you. I just hope you have a very bad day. And another point as well, I've always said this about the weaves and the wig. Oh, random fact, my ex-wife has heard me talk about this on my podcast, and she hates that shit. Because she don't be all the long weaved out, but she does wear the fake hair. But she know I hate it. I hate it. But on a personal note, we actually, not seriously, but we kind of talked about, reconciling. we made a family, possibly getting back and bringing it back together 15 years later. But it was two reasons why we couldn't do it. One is that she would not give up the fake hair. She's like, that's you asking way too much. That was one of the deal breakers. But the other thing, but there was just the bigger deal breaker was that, and I've said this before, she had a child by another man after, and I just couldn't get over that. Back to the video.
6.5.
I'll give myself an 8. Based on feedback,
what the fuck is that nigga?
Is an 8, body's an 8.
Based on reality and who I am, and the fact that I have a child, I wouldn't even go beyond 5. I'd say 4 because how I am as a person. I'm not looking for a man. I'm not interested in a guy, and that's where I'm at as a person. I'd say 4.
All right, now let's pause the call for a second. David Kaysen says my birthday today. What's good, everybody? Hey. Show David Kaysen some love in his chat. He the B-Day boy. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Happy birthday to Kaysen, but I wanted to stop this right here because of a point that she just made. This woman on the right says that she an 8. And she's not a bad-looking woman. I'm not insinuating that she is. She's a decent, okay-looking woman. The one to the left, I think is a little, she's more in shape. I think Daniel said she's a kickboxer, but she thinks she's a 4. It's just the delusion. It's a delusion for me. And the other one on the couch looking basic as hell. She didn't have any makeup on, which is a huge plus for me. But she on the couch looking basic, talking about she's a 10. Ma'am, if you don't.
Stop the cap. Why you always lying?
Back to it. Janessa hit me with the super chat. Janessa says, stop being fake, ladies. Stop being fake, ladies. Hair and eyelashes. Facts, Mona. Facts.
Bang! It's good.
And as I said, as a content creator, I get to see it all the time because women get mad when I say that shit. It's like, I'm not talking bad about you guys. I'm telling you that men don't like it. And the most important thing, not the most important, but one of the things that I think is extremely relevant and never get brought up in this conversation. Y'all ready for it? It's the Theo Coop original. The weave, the wigs, the extensions, all that fake shit. It doesn't enhance women's beauty. That's the craziest thing to me about it. It doesn't enhance women's beauty. If y'all put that on, like, oh my God, did you see Mona with that wig? Damn, she looking like a dime out here. No, it takes away. I won't say her name because I don't know her or anything like that. There's a popular, now she's not a popular YouTuber. She's actually kind of small, but she made a video saying that if you guys have followed the Manosphere, you've probably seen it. I won't say any names. I'm not like that. That's not the point, is being mean. But she made a video maybe 8 months ago that said Kevin Samuels was right. And I think it got like 150,000 views. Like, it kind of went viral and she ended up getting monetized behind it. But I saw a video of hers recently. She was ranting about her computer or something like that. And she was just on the stream in this wig. And I was just like, oh my God, that shit looks terrible. That's my main point, is that none of it enhances women's beauty. It takes away from it. That's the craziest part. It's Party Line. I see you, bro.
If you had a conversation with me, you'd know I'm not interested in a guy.
If you guys had to pick 2 of the 3, looks, money, and loyalty, what would you pick?
Facts, Clovis.
Looks and loyalty.
Looks and loyalty. I based on your answers earlier, that's what. What do you think?
Shout out to Yazid. I see you, bro.
Money.
How your baby doing?
Loyalty and money.
Looks and money.
Loyalty and money.
Loyalty and money.
Loyalty and money. Loyalty and money.
So for the people that says they'd give up loyalty, why?
Facts, Stanley.
You said that and you said that.
Because loyalty is measured under the benefit of the doubt. And to be honest, every single human that is raised in a modern society, put them in a right scenario, they would basically be not loyal to you.
I see you, Sylvan.
Do you think the same?
Yeah, I think the same. I mean, I feel like at some point someone's probably going to cheat on you. So I'd rather cry in a Ferrari than a Fiesta, to be honest.
At least she honest.
Have you ever been cheated on?
No.
No, never. Have you ever been cheated on?
Oh, here we go.
How'd you find out?
I'm very good at identifying red flags, not gonna lie. I'm very good.
So what happened?
But you found out yourself.
Like, what was it a phone looker?
No, that was actually very quite brave about it. Okay, I'll give you a story. My partner at the time actually cheated right in front of my face, and I thought they were joking.
Wait, what?
Honest. Yeah.
Okay, was it at a bar? or something?
No, so they basically kept on requesting for a threesome, and I declined a couple times. But then I thought, I mean, the second time I actually got really mad, like physically mad with that person. But they asked me the third time. I thought, is this a joke? Like we got into a big argument the first time, physical argument the second time, and I asked me again the third time. Thought, okay, cool, this is a joke. I said, yeah, no problem. Sarcastic, yeah, no problem. He was like, yeah. I said, yeah, no problem. He actually picked up the female and booked a hotel. I honestly thought he was joking, and I didn't realize. Okay, I realized he wasn't joking when he picked her up, but then he started to kiss her in the car, and at that point I was shocked, and I thought to myself, let me actually see if he's gonna actually have sex with her in front of me.
But you agreed to it though.
Y'all hear this bullshit?
How are you supposed to know that it was a no if you said yes?
You set him up.
To be very honest, I was being very, very sarcastic. You can tell in my voice that I was really joking, especially if you had a physical.
You're wicked. You're wicked.
He run with it.
No, I mean, come on, like, after the third time, and I'm now saying yes after when we had an argument and a physical
Maybe
fight.
he just thought he was persuasive. He's like, you know what she thought about it?
Do y'all hear this bullshit? She agrees to the threesome. Then once they have it, or it turned like a twosome because she was just standing there looking like a dumbass. What is going on here? What is this nonsense? Cole says your natural hair will always be more attractive unless you don't take care of yourself. Then it doesn't matter whether it's natural or weave. It's you. Facts, man. Facts, man. I agree wholeheartedly. I wanted to get to this one. Shout out to the London. Selma says, City boy.
City boy.
City boy. Trey says she said yes. Facts, man. Facts. What are we talking about, Trey? Hold on, we got a super chat here. Let me get. Shout out to Mona D. Mona D holding it down, modding it, the mod squad. Shout out to Mona D. And if you guys aren't subbed to Mona's channel, and I find out when we do the Do Better meetup, I'm headbutting the motherfucker. I'm just putting it out there. Mona D says, lady, men want to see you natural. Your hair straightened or curly, minimal to no makeup. Stop looking like drag queens.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I'm going to do it again.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Man, I should do like media, man. I should take this super chat and put that shit on my wall back there so y'all can see this message, or put it in the scroll. It's not that complicated. Ladies, men want to see you natural. Your hair straightened or curly, minimal to no makeup. Stop looking like drag queens. And one of the excuses a lot of women give me when I talk about this is that it takes too long to maintain your hair. Dudes are not saying you got to be in the mirror. And I know it takes time. Dudes are not saying you got to be in the mirror 6 times or 3 times a day for 4 hours trying to do all these elaborate hairstyles. Guys don't care about that shit. Long as it's yours. I don't give a damn if you got cornrows like Allen Iverson. As long as it's yours. Oh, and the other exception too, because women always go to the extreme when we talk about this natural discussion, is the cue ball. When your hair's short, when you're wearing a super short masculine haircut, men don't like that shit either. Because women always go to the extreme. Well, Theo, that's natural. Yeah, but you look like a fucking dude. Come on now. Now, the only exception, in my opinion, is if you get sick. Because a woman is not her hair. I truly believe that. There's somewhere that you're sick and you can't grow it. I said that before. I don't give a damn. If I'm with you, I'll lick your bald head. If that's what it is. But if you can grow it, grow that shit. I don't give a damn if it's this goddamn long. I'd rather have this and then some damn Malaysian 27, a 10-foot weave you tripping on and shit. I should be looking atrocious and ridiculous. Back to the video.
He was trying to see how you would.
Yeah, I honestly feel like he was
how
trying
much
to
he
test
could
the
get.
boundaries.
Yeah, he was testing your boundaries,
100%.
I don't know. I think
So how far did they go with this?
Oh, they went all out. I had to sit there and watch.
you
in shock.
watched?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mud things,
yeah.
for real.
I hope you threw him in the bin.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
good.
Of course.
But they gonna blame the dude drink the coffee. I think someone else said in the chat. I should add that. I've been wanting to add that. That Shisa sound bite.
Oh Lord.
She don't like that coffee.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo, whoa. Wait, so wait. So what? They done the full shebang in front of you,
In front of me.
and you didn't do nothing.
How could you sit there though and watch that?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Why
saying.
would
You
you
didn't do
watch
nothing.
it?
That's the bullshit.
Did you say at any point that you weren't okay with it during this?
Facts. Did she say
You
something?
can tell by my body language.
Nah.
my face is-
Nah.
They weren't looking at your body language. You're doing a full shebang. I'm so sorry.
It's like someone saying that they're gonna do a threesome sarcastically, and you're having sex with someone and they're
Joel, I
literally
see
in
you.
one corner of the room.
I don't know how someone can say that
tell
sarcastically, though.
They're not.
How
into
can
it.
you say you're gonna have a threesome sarcastically? I want to know
This
how.
guy just thought this was his chance.
Yeah, he was
It's
excited,
it's
like,
an
this is his
opportunity.
dream, like.
What did he say when you broke up with him? Did he say that he thought you were serious?
He literally just took the piss. Like,
I
honestly
don't
felt
think
like
he respected you at all for him to do
I don't
that.
think so.
Yeah.
I've just honestly
Completely ignoring her
Right,
saying
it
she was
depends how it
down.
went, because obviously if you're in a relationship and you agree to it,
Yeah,
but obviously he must.
Yeah, but
thought-
she
and he's a-
sarcastically
if he
agreed
thought
to
she
it.
was sarcastic, he really thinks a man's going to be
She's
so
his
brazen.
girlfriend. When you're in a relationship,
Yes,
your
so she's
partner
agreed
knows
to
you from the
it.
back of your
But
hand.
I'm just thinking, when you started, like
should know
if
it's
I
wrong.
wasn't okay with it, I'd be like, what the hell are you
Yeah,
doing?
from the
Yeah, but-
beginning.
No, sorry, hold on a
So if you're saying nothing, like you don't think that's confusing to the guy?
No, because your partner knows you. Like my partner knows me. I don't even have to talk, and he knows I'm in a bad mood. Like your partner should know you, and you said what you said. He should have been like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble." No,
And see, we got to stop right there. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language so early in the morning. Like it makes a difference. I be cussing all damn day. But you can't, I could never sit up like, oh, my woman's mad at me. Get the fuck out of here, man. That is childish as hell. Coda says, I don't want your waves to look better than mine. Facts. Joel said, what did Joel say? Something about G.I. Jane 2. And Jay Gray says, this is a good one. They will also tell you that these weaves are protective styles for the hair. Facts, man. I've heard all these excuses. And I always say this. What is your hair? What is the weave protecting your hair from? They say it's a protective style. From what? The elements? Black people have been on this. You're not the first generation. I heard Mr. Samuel say this. Y'all not the first generation of black women. The weaves and wigs and all that kind of stuff has went up exponentially since I was a child 30 years ago. It wasn't like that in the 80s, the 70s, and 60s. How did women didn't need to protect their hair? It's all a bullshit excuse. And I think I got a super chat here. Let me grab it and we'll get right back to it. Thought I saw a super chat. That I did. Shout out to the homie Mac. What's going on, Mac? Appreciate the super chat. Mac says, all I hear is excuses. It only takes long to do hair because the ladies be deceiving to the point it's time consuming and egregiously expensive. Facts, man. Facts.
Bang! It's good!
And that's another thing. Mona, you let me know as well. That's another thing. I always looked at it as it has to be a lot less expensive wearing your hair natural opposed to going to the shop and getting them goddamn sew-ins and all that kind of shit. And one more point, we'll get back to the video because I just thought about this while I was saying it. Look at Kendra G. No slight whatsoever to Kendra G. I know I have some things about me aesthetically I need to work on as well. But here's the deal with Kendra. Kendra gonna stay weaved up. You know why? Because I seen Kendra do an interview once and she had like her braids like, she had her hair like braided. I remember she was talking to a dude and remember the dude was mad short. She was talking to him and she had her hair like it was a braided style. But basically you could see her forehead, man. Her damn braids started back here, man. That's that what they say you ain't got no edges. The correct term is traction alopecia from women doing that with their hair, man, getting that glue and all that kind of shit, and it just pulls their roots, man. And then the hairline end up going back looking like Jerry Rice for my football fans back when he was in the Oakland Raiders in the 2000s when he was rocking them half moon braids. Back to it, man.
no, guys are not stupid.
Men should read minds and not listen to
No,
the words
Exactly.
that come out of our mouth.
No, men just need to stop.
They should just know you.
Yeah,
Corey
men
Peso,
should just
just,
stop
appreciate you.
gaslighting us
Wi-Fi.
and pretending that they're dumb because you're not dumb. You know what you're doing. You're testing her boundaries.
No, but if you're in a relationship, right? I'm not saying I've done this because I haven't. And say a guy is genuinely interested in that kind of aspect of intimacy.
Okay, then you
That's
have a
not
conversation.
disrespectful if he feels that way.
No,
and wants
no,
to
but you
yeah,
have
I
a
get that. But
conversation.
there's obviously a miscommunication breakdown.
Yeah.
If he's gone all the way, like something's wrong, something's not right there.
Or he's just, sorry to say, just doesn't respect her, like at all.
Yeah,
But he does though, because
But he must have respected her to ask her in the first place.
Yeah, but he
Well,
probably
he didn't
asked
even
because he
ask
was
you.
not meant in this
3
generation.
times.
He asked me 3 times.
3 times.
He got no
Yeah.
twice.
He thought he
See?
was I mean, how many times do girls ask for a ring and they get it a lot of the times?
Facts.
Bang! Bang! It's good.
And Pearly just be beating him up with simple logic. Rod Neal says, I've seen some women with the bald look that can actually pull it off, but that style is not for everyone. You have to pick a style that brings out your best features. Not everyone is doing that. Here's the thing that you guys let me know. I've always had this opinion about, opinions change over time, but I think you might formulate an opinion that actually stands the test of time, and if you're accurate or not. One of the things that I used to say in my younger days, and I still do as well, I think I always say this: 90% of women will go out there and try the low hair cut, but only about 5% of them can actually pull it off. I think it is extremely, if you have 100 women with the bald look, you may have 5 that can pull it off good. It's just such a small number, but a lot of women try it. Most women try it, see it doesn't work, and keep it moving. But there's other women who just keep having it, and it's a turn off for men, but only a very small few. Amber Rose, and I just think Amber Rose just had body. That's what it was more than anything, but only a very small few amount of women, but they're all going to try. That's the thing. They all got to try it at least once.
An argument. I know that your note was more than 3 times.
They'll ask for girls and guys have arguments about getting married all the time.
Facts.
Women are always nagging on men to get married, and they give in, but no one second guesses that.
Yeah.
I think that's
he was persistent.
But this is extreme. Like, he asked her 3 times.
So is signing a contract that could ruin your life. Men commit suicide over divorce.
Yeah.
That's one of the number one predictors of suicide if a guy gets divorced.
Didn't that just happen with my man who was the Power Ranger? One of the Power Rangers? That happened recently.
So that's pretty serious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can always say no.
And so could she.
Yeah, but I feel like she was just too traumatized to even talk.
Yeah, honestly.
When it was
He's
happening.
probably in shock.
But she's learned from it.
Complete shock. Probably in shock.
Complete shock.
She
I
was.
was in shock.
Like, how
And
does
I
your brain
actually-
even process that?
I wanted to test.
Is that why you
his
couldn't
boundaries
leave?
at the
Yeah,
same time?
you were
'cause I knew
trying
it was
to-
finished
So
from the
that just
get-go,
she just
but-
said she wanted to test his boundaries at the same time. So
Yeah.
obviously it was a game.
Set him up, man.
SP, I see you.
Don't do that.
Set him up.
I like
That makes more
Well, it's
sense
quite a
if you
risky
say it like
game.
that. It makes more sense if you say he was testing his boundaries.
Because like you just said that he was testing her boundaries, but you never questioned if she was testing his.
But this, I think,
This is like we automatically like take the woman's side typically
yeah,
in society.
yeah.
And it's the same thing with the marriage thing. Like no one ever thinks about. You know how many men are like twisted their arm
Yeah.
and walk down the aisle?
I don't.
But
I
Basically, they
personally
don't
wouldn't.
wanna-
I
they don't wanna be
personally
married.
wouldn't want to force my man. Like
Yeah.
if someone's gonna marry me, I want them to marry me because they want to marry me.
Yeah.
That's not the point, but she's purposely missing this. Another Theo Cooper original talking point. PPMs. Women, a lot of women are PPMs, professional point missers. Scott Free says, I really got mad when my ex tried to get me to pay for her weaves. It was like $300. Facts, man. And Mona brought up a good point. I was thinking, damn, Mona. Mona says she gets her hair cut every 6 to 8 weeks and only pays like $80. But see, there you go, right there. D. Sammy says, I like the bald look, but I said in the chat, it doesn't suit them all. Yeah, man, and that's the thing. I personally don't like it. I know, but other guys that do like it, that say it's okay. Me, I hate it. I just need like a little afro. It could be an inch long. I just don't like me and you, we getting lined up together at the barbershop. Just not my thing. Trey says, he killed himself 4 months after divorce, and the ex-wife acted oblivious to the problems. Yeah, we're talking about the one of the, I think it was the Green Ranger, one of the Power Rangers who committed suicide recently. That's facts, man. That's facts, and it's sad, unfortunately, but it's a reality. A lot of men a lot of men choose to opt out after being married and then getting divorced, because as we all know in this space, 80% of divorces are initiated by women. So a lot of times these men don't want to get divorced whatsoever.
I agree, but that's not everyone.
Well, then they shouldn't be with that woman.
Yeah,
then.
they
Leave the
shouldn't.
woman if you don't want to be.
Leave. Yeah,
like, that's
walk
a
away.
choice.
But we just
Maybe
spoke
they're
about the
people
fact how the
pleasers.
majority of women
Facts, Scott. It's crazy to me
don't
too.
find the majority of men attractive. So I reckon there's more pressure on the guy to think, God, if I don't marry this
Right,
one,
yep.
which one am I
Who am I
going to
gonna
find?
That is true.
I don't think it's fair. Like, you can't put the same standards on men and women. We're not equal. I think everyone here is grounded enough to know that. And, women, women want to get married. But, if a man doesn't really know if he wants to get married, and the woman's asking and asking and asking, and he's probably average looking, knowing that, 80% of women are going to find him unattractive. Like, it's not the same. And men don't talk about their emotions very much. And
I
that
wonder
doesn't
why.
surprise me that divorce is a really high indicator of male suicide, because men don't talk to anyone really. And like, if they can't talk to their wife, it's devastating. You can't say it's the same, like, oh, he shouldn't have said yes, because he's got way more to lose. He knows that he might not find someone else. Whereas if you get divorced as the female, you'll find someone in minutes if you go on social media.
Her logic is all over the place with that one. She's just that's not, she's trying, what do you say? She took off good but failed the landing. I'm not even going to acknowledge that. BLJ says, my best friend self-deleted over divorce and the DNA results of his children. See, man, it's real, man. That's so sad to hear, man. That's terrible, man. I'm sorry about your friend, man, and his kids too. Let's see here. We got a super chat. Good morning from Sleepyville. Shout out to Z Whip holding it down, man. I see y'all. Let's get back to it. Appreciate the super chat, bro.
You ever hear that 80-year-old on Tinder and she still was getting more swipes than the average guy?
Yeah.
Like, Grandma, what are you doing? Why'd you do that interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna read super chats one more time, guys. Thank you for the super chats. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. I'm gonna refresh it real quick. Okay, Dad.
I'm gonna skip over the super chats. The super chats are funny. I don't know if you guys ever watched Pearl's content. The super chats are funny because Pearl just reads them in succession, regardless of what they said, and regardless of how much they going at the ladies on the panel. They just have to take that shit. I love it. What's going on, Silver? Let me fast forward a little bit through the chat. It's always funny, though.
I'm aware that my child misses out.
Be Easy 716. Have y'all ever heard that women are socially superior to men? How about you say what you mean instead of saying yes and expecting him to read your mind? Do what you want when you said yes. When you said yes to what he wanted, grow up. Single mothers are a one and done. She belongs to her baby daddies always. Remember, she loved him enough to have his kids. Fella, hit it and quit. The Savvy Ninja, a 5'8" guy, practiced basketball multiple hours a day. He believed deeply he could make it to the NBA and be a starting center. He now scores baskets at Wendy's, still doing the impossible. A Scout in Bradley, the 4 is more of an 8. Zorro slot, single moms are recreational use only. Clint Torres, we got one 7.5, 2 6s, 1 5. 2 4s, and the 3 that thinks she's a 10. Das Token, single mothers can't be above a 5.
Wow.
93 Copay, 1 out of 30 is the only way to rate. Clint Torres, 10 being Adriana. Wait. 10 being Adriana Lima. Zentians, I can change.
Hold on for a second, guys. I missed. I'm sorry. I think I missed a super chat. Someone said I missed one from Daniel. I apologize, man. I didn't see it. Let me go back here because that's the last thing I want to do is be that dude. I apologize, Daniel. I didn't see it, man. I did not see Daniel's super chat. This thing be going so fast, man. That's the last one I saw was from Mac. Man. I apologize, bro. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't want to. Man, I don't see it. Let me go through here. I'll go through one more time. I apologize, guys. That's the one thing I'd never want to do is miss anyone's super chat. I see Max. Was it before or after Max? I apologize, guys. I see Swifts. Yeah, I didn't see it, man. Let me get back to it. I'll try to look for it.
Can change. Psychology disagrees with you. The best predictor of future outcomes is past behavior. Police departments use that psychology as well. You have been a 304. You are still just an older 304. Your masculinity proves that you haven't changed your ways. Dale Jennings, the sister is so damn delusional. Lie to me and tell me it's rain versus piss. She scoffed at statistics. Bless her heart. As we say in here in the South in the USA, I'd run all day from this type of foolishness. A Scout in Bradley, in past there was honor in being a stepdad, but not in today's time. Mile High Twin, she's really trying to fight the narrative because she knows she's done. When she can't find the man that doesn't want her, she'll turn around and say that men are trash. Jordan Quiggle, you may want the top 20% of women. You may want to be in the top 20% of women someday, but it does not change what the majority of men want. I'm Cam from TMR Radio. This is a clown world. It is simple math problem. Man, there are not enough of those men to go around. You have to compete. And even then, you are more likely not going to get with those men. The thinking leaves you alone. Jack Frost, there are only 7.8 billion people on the planet. There are about 3.8 men globally. Sentience. No one can limit me, says the delusional single mother. You can want what you want, but the man you desire won't choose you over a hot, childless 21-year-old woman with less emotional trauma. Jay Molam, I'm coming in a bit late, but for you women who only want to contribute 0 to 20% of the household costs, what percentage of the household chores do you expect your partner and husband to do? Are you willing to do the inverse percentage of work towards that household? Oh, I'm going to ask. That's a good question. Slender Scott.
I was meant to, my apologies. Let me grab the super chat. And I apologize, Daniel, if I missed your super chat. I can't go back. I went through an entire chat, but it won't let me go back to. It only let me go like halfway through for whatever reason. Let's see here. My apologize about that, Daniel. I'll try to go back to it once the once the stream is over. My apologies, man. Yazid says, my baby is well. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Yazid. Yazid, we were having a conversation last week or so about having kids, and I said, I do want to have more kids, but I'll be 40 this year. I'll give it till like I'm 45. And then Yazid said, I just had my baby at 45, Theo. Good on you, man. Happy the baby doing well.
And no matter the situation, can choose to get rid of the child. So can the man keep the kid with the support or get neither? They will argue for child support, but not for the child. Helicopter, no disrespect, but the 32.
My bad. Daniel hit it. Daniel says, with that mindset, thanks for the super chat, Daniel. And I apologize if I missed the other one, man. It was weird. It wouldn't let me go back. That's why I was getting a text saying that I missed the super chat. That's why I'm glad having the squad to hold me down, man. Hold me accountable and let me know. The last thing I want to be is a dude that's missing people's super chats. That's not cool. He says, with that mindset, dark-skinned sister will be alone for sure, and I will not have sympathy for her. No sympathy. Facts, man. Facts, Daniel.
It's good.
Facts, man. Appreciate the love, man. And shout out to everybody in the UK, man. It's facts, man. With that mentality, no, man. No, nobody gonna feel bad for you.
I read this one already. Okay. What do you guys think for the women who want to only contribute 0 to 20% of the household cost? Do you expect to do 80% of the household chores?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expect to do all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, 100% of it.
Because my answer specifically when I said I'd like to work 20% of the time, that's me taking that extra responsibility on myself at my leisure.
Funny, Chloe.
100% of the housework, and obviously, you know, when the children are young, you're there the majority of the time. The dad will come home and do what he can, what he wants to do, if he wants to play with the kids or whatever, but you're the one home all day. You should be putting the dinner on the table, cleaning up, making sure that he can relax after going out and providing the money that puts a roof over yours and your kids' heads.
Yeah, I agree.
What % of you would want to be working moms?
Not me.
I wouldn't know.
Not
like
me.
over if your choice was to be a stay-at-home mom versus a working mom, would anyone here prefer to be a working mom?
I feel like, because I'm a working mom, I feel like I don't know if I would be comfortable staying at home all day. I like to I'm creative, so I would like to maybe have a business or run something and be in charge of a business, my own earnings, basically.
Is anybody else astonished at the amount of CEOs and boss babes and how many businesses these ladies run, man? A business ain't shit if it's not successful. Anybody can say they have a business. I ran on this all the time. Daniel says to do better pod with Theo. It's fine, Theo. You're preoccupied with the stream and chat. It's all good. Oh, no, man. No, I get it, man. But that's one of the things that I definitely want to make sure that happens, that I don't miss anybody's chat, man. You guys kick your hard-earned money out to your boy. Definitely needs to be up there on the screen, man. Let's get back to it.
And probably I'd be very bored at home. I know there's a lot to do at home, but it would just be very boring for me. So I would like to have my own business or be active.
Can I ask you a question? Why would you prefer
Facts.
to be creative and be active with someone else's business rather than be still creative?
No, it would be my
with
business.
being a mother.
It would be my business. So being a mother, yeah, I would still be doing that, but I feel like I would want something else of my own. I wouldn't want to sort of sit at home. I get it. People might want that, their husband going out working and just living off him, but at the same time, I would like to have my own. I'm active. I can't just sit at home, cook, clean. It will get boring.
But then being a mother doesn't consist of sitting
Larry,
at
I
home.
see
You
you.
have to raise
I'm
your children.
very active.
Yeah, I do know that. I'm a mum. But what I'm saying is I like to be a mum, but also have something on the side. I'm not saying I'll do it 9 to 5 every single day or 7 days a week, but I'm saying I would like to have something. So whether it's 3 days a week, 2 days a week.
I think that's based on experience that you want something in the back, like as a backup. Because
no, it's not backup. It's just my preference. I like to be doing something.
But
I like to have.
Wouldn't you rather
Like
do
making
the
money.
Wouldn't you rather do the creative stuff with your kids?
Yeah, I'll do that too.
No,
So, like-
you can't do everything.
Yeah,
No, but you can do as much as you desire to do. So like I could, from my own experiences, I worked 2 jobs at one time and still looked after my child, still took her activities.
Well, who watched the kid when you were at work?
She went to school,
Okay.
and then I had her dad at the time.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, it depends when he finished work. It all rotates. What I'm saying is, personally, staying at home maybe 5 days a week, and then 2 days I'm doing something of my own, like creative, with my daughter, or showing her something. Like I like fashion, so something like that, or selling something, just something to keep me active.
I think when you're working, like I work a lot, and I take responsibility, and I believe that my child misses out a lot because I work so much. I just think, that's all I want to say really. I just think there's no way you can do both. Like I'm aware that my child misses out, and I wouldn't choose this. I will say I wouldn't choose it. I take responsibility for the poor choices that I've made, and I'm accountable. But I just think if I had a choice, if I could rewind and I'm younger and I make a better decision, then I probably would make a better decision. But obviously I take responsibility.
So could I ask you a question?
But man, let me get this to her.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
It is so rare, Styles Point, I see you, bro. It is so rare to see a woman, and you guys let me know, who just comes out and owns it. No excuses, no blaming men. She came out and owned it. And she said something in particular. If I could go back, I would make those changes. No, you hardly ever hear a woman say that. A woman has 17 bastard-ass kids running around and say, oh, well, they're a blessing from God. No, they weren't. You were just irresponsible. Stop the, if you don't.
Stop the cap. Why you always lying?
If my eyes wasn't bloodshot, I'd take off these eyeglasses and mean mug the camera. Dude, Dave says only 3% of women make over 100,000 out of all of these bosses, man.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Facts, but they all bosses. And she's gonna say something else here in a second that I wanted to speak on. Let's get back to
Stay
it.
at home
I see you, Selvin.
I love the idea of staying at home. I'm very home orientated, but I have to take responsibility for the
Facts,
choice
Daniel.
that I made, and I'm accountable. But if I had a choice, rewinding time, which is what everyone would say, I'd say in this circumstances. Well, most people, I'm sure. I don't know, but that's my belief anyway.
What about after because obviously you said that you had your child fairly young.
Teenage mother alert.
Can't you do the creative stuff when they're older, like at 16? My question would be, why now? Why when the child is younger?
Why not? Why now? Because there's no better time than now. I don't know what I might want to be doing something different in 16 years.
So do you believe that you can work and devote your whole time to your
of course
child?
not. You can't work.
Do you
a
believe your
full-time
child's
job.
missing out when you're fulfilling your business? Because I'm going to take responsibility and say my child definitely misses out.
My business is not like, it doesn't require me to be present. My business
So
is from
does
home.
mine, and mine is, even mine is, and I work from home, and I just hate the fact that I have to be on the
feel
computer.
like I work around my child because I'm fortunate enough to do that.
So she's missing out then,
No,
or he or
she's
she?
not missing out
them
anymore because I'm more present now. Whereas before,
I
in the
work
beginning,
from home, and I know how
let me finish.
I'm just saying, working from home is work. It's
No,
just
but
the same
I'm-
as being in an office. Your child is not
Explain
getting your
what your
attention.
work is, I think.
Okay, so I work. I have a business, so a fashion business.
Okay.
And I also work with my family. So my family own a children's home, so it's
Okay.
very flexible. So I choose my working hours. I can work when my daughter's at
So
school.
do I.
Yeah,
So my
I can-
child don't go to school, and I still believe that she misses out.
Okay, but personally, I also, so you're saying that she misses out. However, there is a percent when you're a single mom, your child is going to miss out. However, I make sure that she does gymnastics, swimming, dance.
So does mine.
And I take her to everything. So, and not only that, we go on holidays. So I know that she's going to miss out, but at the same time, I fill in the spaces. So when she's on half term, I take off work. I'm with her every single day.
Okay.
So I can't be superwoman. However, I know that she's going to miss out on certain days because I'm not present. However, I'm able to take off days and be with her and do extra stuff, holidays, activities. She doesn't miss out on any of that. However, if I'm going to work, she's going to miss out on something. It's not, even if it was the other way around, her dad, she's going to miss out on her
you'd
dad.
prefer to work than be at home with your
I
child?
prefer to work so I can provide for her. What do I want her to do? Just look at the TV?
So
all
I'm
day?
saying if the man was providing for you and you was at
Yeah.
home and you had a choice, you said you would prefer to work still?
I would still prefer to do something, yeah, because I'm active. I couldn't just sit at home, even though
No,
your
but
child
no
needs
one
you.
said parenting is sitting at home.
Facts.
It's
No,
not.
but what I'm saying to you is I couldn't just be at home drawing pictures with my daughter. Like, we do that anyway, but I couldn't do that every single day. It just wouldn't
When you could be
fulfill
like
me.
cooking with them,
It wouldn't fulfill me. And Joe, I saw your chat here. I was waiting. She's going to say it. I was hoping to get her to say it right now, but I don't think she's going to say it. She's going to talk about the business part, and like I hit on the comment that Dave had about only 3% of women making over 100K, and she's going to talk. Mr. Samus especially talked to a woman, and I probably should do a reaction to this one particular woman who said that I'm going to have a business that makes X amount of millions of dollars, and they ask her how she's going to do that, and she says, I'm just going to automate it. And I'm someone who's self-employed. I've been self-employed for years, but I've never had any employees. I don't call myself a boss. But the point behind that is that so many people think they're going to start businesses that become multi-billion-dollar conglomerates with no effort on their part whatsoever. Everything's just going to be automated. And that's not fucking reality, man. Shout out to the homie Joel. Joel has been here since I had 300 subscribers. We just hit 30K, Joel. Joel called it. Joel said I'm going to be at 100,000 by, what did you say, August to October? I love to see it, man. Joel says, I will never understand the misogyny these women display by viewing stay-at-home mothers as lesser than a woman who gets out to enrich someone who does not care about her versus enriching her family. Facts, man.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
Facts. They act as if it's a dirty thing and there's so much above it when if they actually had the opportunity to do so, which a lot of these women will never have, and purely because of their mindset, they would probably actually enjoy it. Appreciate you, Joel. Long-time subscriber.
Yeah, I could cook.
Like from scratch.
Yeah.
Auntie Jenny will bring the kids over and they'll just like cook from scratch.
Yeah,
like,
see,
there's
my
so much
daughter,
stuff you could do with your kids.
There's so much stuff. Me and my daughter, we do so much. However, I
Shout
couldn't
out
do
to
that
T, I see
every
you.
single day. It's just not me. Some women, that's them.
So it's interesting. So you said you would get bored, right?
Yeah.
Why do we never hear men talk about getting bored?
This is a great
Getting
point.
bored because are they at home every day with their children?
Bored of
7
what?
days a week. A lot of them are not. The majority of them, I feel like,
We
are out
just
there.
never really hear men talk about getting bored in a relationship or getting bored at home, even when they're single fathers.
Yeah, I get bored very easily. I feel like I'm someone that has to be continuously doing something.
Men definitely get bored.
But they're missing the point. They're missing Pearl's point. It went completely over all their heads, or maybe one of them will touch on it here in a second. What she's talking about is that you don't hear men breaking up relationships because they bored. You just don't hear men think that way. So when she asked them the simple question, it went right over their heads. Z Will says, Theo, I decided this weekend I'm going to be an international rock star by automating and manifesting. Automation and manifest. Facts, man. Facts, man. I should do the reaction to KS talking to that woman. I remember she was cute, but she had on like a ton of makeup. There was no telling. She probably looked like Beanie Siegel under all the makeup. But the point is, a lot of them just think that, like, I'll just be successful and it's just going to happen. It's automated. Do you really think the Walton family that started Walmart, do you think it just up and happened? No, man, it took hard work and dedication. And being someone who's self-employed, who hasn't had employees, I'm self-employed as a courier driver. I don't have to work. I could not drive today. That's fine. But if I'm an independent contractor, if I don't work, I don't make any money. So, for having a one-man shop, I know I just can't sit around willy-nilly. So it's amazing to me that these women think they're going to have the next Wells Fargo or Thought dealership number 17 because they're going to manifest it without putting in any actual work.
How can you get bored of being a mother when that's what you're naturally supposed to do?
No, I'm not saying I'll get bored of being a mother. I'll get bored of the routine.
I get your point. You want your own identity and your own self.
It's not even that. I just want to be able to. I just don't want to be sitting at home. Okay, wake up at 6.
Yeah.
Having a child at home, I don't think having children is like you. How could you get bored of having your child?
I'm not
at
saying
home?
you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm getting bored of having my children. I'll get bored
So
of
what
the
do you need
same
to get away?
routine.
You don't have to do
No,
the
because
same
I'll
thing
take
every
my
day.
daughter with me.
Yeah, but who said you have to make it the
But
same?
for
Parenting
me-
is not the
for
same
me,
every
okay,
day.
maybe because of the lifestyle that I live. So the job that I do is no day is the same. So nothing is the same. Whereas if you're staying at home, I feel like it would just be. It just wouldn't suit me. I'd like
Depends
to
how
do
you
things.
define a home life.
She's selfish as fuck. She is selfish as shit. Excuse me. She's just everything's about her. She's talking about being bored. I wouldn't be fulfilled. That's not fucking important. It's about what's best for your child. And if you had the opportunity to have a man, first of all, now to think about this, we're talking hypothetical because she ain't got no, I was going to say she ain't got no man. I don't know if she has a man or not, but she's not married. So in this hypothetical, you can't make them happy. Shelia says we diminish men so much. Facts.
I suppose, but for me, it just wouldn't. What I imagine for a stay-at-home mom wake up every day, look after
Facts,
your children,
Clotis.
cook, clean,
Nah.
provide.
No,
So that's what
not
I'm
what
imagining.
It's not like
So what is it?
And
What's your opinion?
is that even when you've got that high value man that's providing everything, or is that if he's just earning like less than that? What?
I didn't actually think of it like that.
Yeah.
But that's the first thing that came to my
Because
head.
maybe that's what it is. Because I
Yeah.
feel like if you had that option of to just sit at home and
Yeah.
your husband's working and you're looked after, I don't think you would want to do that. Maybe I don't know.
Because I'm quite business minded, I would still want to run something.
I'm very business. I've run businesses since I was like
Yeah, but me and you are
12,
different.
13. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I would still
But
just
what
want
I'm
to do
saying
something.
is I'm very ambitious, but when my mum was at home, like, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to be with my child, like, all day. I want to spend as much time as I can. My man looks after me, and, like, if my man's ambitious like me, which he was, like, I just want to support what he's doing. Do you get it?
Yeah,
I want
I get
him
that.
to do better.
Yeah.
So, like, all my energy then
Will go
is
into
going
that.
to my man
Yeah.
because, like, we can build together as a family, and you're building a unit.
So then what would you have for yourself?
Yeah, that's
My family, that's everything
yeah,
to
but
me.
see, she values her kind of success
Her
and
career
her,
as well.
her career. She wants
Right,
to
but that's more
make
of like
something.
a modern mindset because it's me before the family. Where she's
No, but
saying she's saying it's the family before
I put
me.
family first.
Family for me, if you know me or who knows me, I'm very big on family. I'm very family oriented.
No,
this
but-
is my
but-
cousin sitting beside me. We're very
That's
together.
not the
but I'm
point.
asking you a question and you're saying I would rather do something for me versus the family.
No, I'm not saying that. I would say
No, because we
Like-
asked if you would choose to work.
what I said is I wouldn't work. It wouldn't be working.
If you had the option to be with your family versus
Yeah.
a job.
But what I'm saying was,
Or your business.
It would be a business that doesn't require much of me, so I could still like it'd be one
It's
day,
not
a week,
possible.
2 days. a week.
It's not possible.
No, but
It's not possible.
No, there is possible to
not.
set up something, and
It's
it
not.
doesn't have to. I don't have to be present. a
I've
full amount
got
of time.
businesses like that. I work from home, do
Yeah,
the
but-
work once, and I never have to touch it again. But there's always that element, and I could sit and ask my child, which I
Yeah.
do sometimes. I talk to her. Would you prefer mommy to be like this? She goes, yeah. Wish you could put the laptop down. I wish
Yeah.
you could do this because all she sees at home is me working. But that's the role I have to live by.
But that's
But
now. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, God, I'm so tired of this woman. Shout out to the homie Media Man. He says, I finally got the chance to catch a new morning show. You picked a great time slot, bro. I'm about to put this work meeting on mute and turn up your show. Facts, bro. Appreciate you checking in. And Mona, if you could please drop the link to Media Man's channel. I seen you drop your link. Everybody, drop links. Appreciate y'all,
What
man.
I'm saying to you is,
There's
for
no way
example-
you can have a business without putting any time in it.
Exactly.
If that was easy,
I'm
we'd
not
all have
saying-
money and we
I'm
wouldn't
not-
have to worry about
I'm
nothing.
not saying about putting any time in it, but I would reduce my time because I would understand that I'm a
I
stay-at-home
reduce my
mum.
time. I've cut my hours to spend more time with my child.
Okay, but
and
I'm
she's
talking
still-
about in that sense. So you said I will stay at home. I would make sure that, 2 days a week I would devote to my business and the rest I'll be at home looking after my child. That is just my preference.
She's just making this shit up as she go. Boost Ninja, shout out to Boost, shout out to Albuquerque. This man has a channel membership. We didn't get a member. I'm gonna shut this stream down. I just realized that we didn't get a channel member. I want to be mad at y'all. Boost says, can she shut up and let Pearly finish? Yeah, man, she's just talking like this is her goddamn show, man. And she's making it up as she go. And they just brought up the point that I spoke about earlier, and that's this relationship or this business is just gonna automate business. If that's the case, we will all be millionaires right now. I can automate a business from my phone and just sit here, man. It doesn't make any sense. UK in the house. Hold on. I think I did it before. I don't think I did it enough.
Top of the morning, governors.
That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
The UK been showing your boy so much love since I moved to this time slot. I'm rocking with y'all, man. I'm rocking with you, bruv. Let's get back to it.
Can't imagine. And it
Yeah, so
might be
you're-
like-
Sorry to stop it again. Facts, Larry. Facts.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I caught that earlier, Larry, before you came in the stream. I thought it, but I didn't say it. I wish I would have said it. Larry says, notice these women don't say what their businesses are. They all got these businesses, and you notice it's always plural. It's multiple businesses. I'm self-employed as an independent courier. I own a couple houses, nothing of any significance. Trust me, I wish I was balling. Hopefully YouTube can take me to the next level. But the whole point is that they never mention, well, Larry's 1,000% right. They never mention what these businesses are. So I make the automatic assumptions that something that the late, great Kevin Samuels used to say is usually always some hair-related, some wigs, some eyelashes, something minimal at best. But you're right. They never say what these businesses are. They're all boss babes, and they're all the exception, but nobody can actually specify what exactly they do. And this woman said that her family owns, I think she said, like some child homes. So I'm guessing like group homes. Or child homes or or maybe what's the word I'm looking for, you guys? When you drop your little bastards off and they take care of them. It's another word. I can't think of the word when you drop your kids off. That's terrible. I can't even think of the word. When you drop your little crumb snatchers off and you pay somebody to watch them. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I can't think of the word right. Daycare. That's what it is. Daycare. I thought of it. All right. Shout out to Joe. Joe says, hey, Theo, I have to get back to work. I want to collaborate something with you for Memorial Day to help our veteran brothers and sisters do better. Let me know this is something you would be down with. Of course, Joe, I'm down, man. And shout out to all the vets, man. Shout out weekend. Let me know if you guys are a vet. Let me down there in the chat. I know Joe served the country in the Army and I did in the Air Force. No doubt, Joe. Appreciate you, man. Get back to work, man.
You value your career more than your family.
I don't value my career. I value.
Yeah, I'm supposed to end the stream a while ago.
A lot.
I also think it's important. I think we're forgetting that it's quite important
30% of the time almost.
Pardon me?
That's 30% of the time you would devote to the work instead of
2 days a week?
Yeah, we call it daycare over here, T. God. I couldn't think of the name.
I would do 2 days a week, and that would be satisfying for me. That's my preference.
She's at school as
but,
well.
And also she would be at school, so she wouldn't actually be missing out on much because she's at school.
But the whole point is a more traditional mindset.
Oh, you good, T?
It would be to stay at the family.
Yeah.
When you look up the definition of a modern mindset versus a traditional mindset is the family before me, where modern is me before the family. And your answer, it goes more under. I'm not saying you're.
I don't even send my child to school because I don't get when moms say, can't wait for the kids to go back to school, kicking them out. Like, I do not understand that.
So how old is your child, if you don't mind?
My daughter's 8. She's not going to school. Like,
how does she? Do you homeschool her?
I homeschool her, but I want my child to be a reflection of my family upbringing. I don't want anyone else's input. Like, I don't understand why someone couldn't wait to get the kids for 8 hours a day.
I feel like, in my opinion, school is not. I don't send my child to school because I don't want to be around them. I feel like it's good for their upbringing.
Yeah, I understand everyone's got their own preference, but I don't get it. But I can't get my head around it.
Maybe the way I answered it came across that family is me before family. No, because it
does come across like that.
Okay, but
it comes across as
overall, it would be I'll be spending more time with my family because the type of business I'm thinking of, my daughter can come with me. I can show her the way. I can show.
Yeah, but they still miss out because they get a level of business. I understand there's advantages as well in terms of business, but they're missing out on childhood because my daughter's more business orientated than a normal person. She's very mature for her age.
Well, my daughter isn't. She's 6 and she's not.
Mine is.
And I do a lot.
I work from home.
She's very
but I also feel like it's important to show kids like a good work ethic. Like, look, mummy works. She makes money.
But that's if you want your children to be that way when they're older. Like.
All right, all right, I'm gonna stop it right there. All right, so here's the deal. I said it earlier in the stream. Shout out to Stan, Army Strongs. Salute to all the vets, man. And I think I saw BLJ. BLJ is a man. BLJ is a global traveler, bro. I can tell already, man. BLJ, retired Navy vet, man. Salute to you, man. Shout out to all the vets, man. I was in the Air Force as well, man. So it's funny, man. All the vets start popping out as soon as you said. So as I said earlier in this stream was that because the video wasn't able to be downloaded, I couldn't really edit it because I would like to get this all down concise so we can watch it in one stream. But we only got about halfway through it. So what I'll do, I wasn't planning on streaming tomorrow because I put a community post and basically asking, what do you guys think I should do about my normal Saturday stream? But then I took the post down because I realized, dude, I'm streaming 5 days a week. I can keep my Saturdays to myself. But we didn't finish this one. So what I'll do is I'll stream tomorrow about 5 p.m. because I'll try to keep the stream to about an hour and a half. We've already well over an hour and a half. So what I'll do is I'll stream again tomorrow. Theo, thanks for the UK soundbite.
Top of the morning, governors. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
I will hit that button all day. All you guys got to do is request it. I'll be down there in the chat watching. I'll grab a soundbite. Let's see. Yes, 4:20 and 2 hours early. Facts, bro. Facts, man. Facts. And then shout out to the UK, man. I'm going to do it again.
Top of the morning, governors. That's right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
The UK be showing me love. Mommy works. She makes money. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Facts, Theo. Been to 35 different countries. Man, bro.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
I could just tell, bro. I could just tell from your get down, man. I didn't know you were in the Navy. Let's see. Oh, Darcy, Semper Fi. Shout out to the Devil Dogs, man. See? I see y'all, man. And we got all branches, too. The homie Medium Man who was just in here a second ago, he's retired Air Force, man. Shout out to all the guys who served. Shout out to the retirees, man. Because y'all got way more discipline than I do. I was way too, this is some bullshit. I couldn't wait to rip that uniform off, man. But looking back on it, I don't know. I like my weed, though. So there's that. They bake cookies for their child's school. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that they look down upon that, but it's what the majority of them want, even if they don't say it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off. But we can do this tomorrow. Let's see. Yo, you got to play my girl freestyle before we get out of here. Oh, you know I got you. Hold on. You know I got you, man. And yeah, if you guys got any sound bites, the best way, because the chat be going kind of big, somebody did it, is Party Lime earlier. At me in the chat. Say at Theo, because it highlights it. That way I can see it. Somebody did, I think it was Party Lime did that earlier in the chat. That way you guys can stop me, man. But you know I got you, bro. I start off the stream with that.
Streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Appreciate you, Boost, Janesta, Jay Gray. So I'm going to go ahead. I wasn't planning on streaming tomorrow because I said, you know what? I'm streaming Monday through Friday. I'm just going to chill on the weekend. But we didn't finish this one, so we'll finish this off tomorrow. Probably won't be a 3-hour stream or anything like that, maybe an hour or so. But I always say that didn't end up being online for 3 hours. But appreciate y'all kicking it with your boy. Peace out, Project Leroy T. God. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to the UK one more time before we get out of here.
Top of the morning, governors. Right. It's time for biscuits and hot tea.
I'm going to catch y'all next time. Shout out to the replay gang. Peace, y'all.